Undefeated records collide as Christian Mbilli, 29-0 with 24 knockouts, puts his WBC interim super middleweight title on the line against Lester Martinez, 19-0 with 16 knockouts, in a fight that promises fireworks. Mbilli, the 30-year-old Cameroonian-born Frenchman fighting out of Montreal, has carved out a reputation as the division's relentless pressure brawler, widely regarded as the number 2 super middleweight of the division. With the win here, he inches closer to a fight he's been long chasing, a potential shot at the title in the near future. Standing in his way is Guatemala's Lester Martinez, a dangerous 29-year-old boxer puncher with knockout power and the confidence to trade. Though less proven on a big stage, Martinez's upset over Carlos Gongora showed he's not to be overlooked. And Mbilli's resume has its own question marks. This matchup becomes even more intriguing. Both men are unbeaten. Both carry fight-ending power. And both have everything to gain and everything to lose when they step into the ring. Lester Martinez is a boxer puncher under the tutelage of Bomac, recognized for his technical proficiency and versatile skill set. He employs a measured tactical approach, working behind a disciplined jab to control distance and set up sharp combinations. Comfortable boxing at range or off his back foot, Martinez can also step inside and engage in close quarters exchanges when necessary. His sense of positioning is highly competent. He knows when to pivot, when to step back, or shift laterally to create angles and carve out space for his power punches. Defensively, while not elite, Martinez compensates with sharp instincts and the ability to counter effectively. He is willing to set his feet and trade, trusting in his power to carry him through exchanges, a confidence supported by his 84% knockout ratio. This gives his style a distinct puncher's edge, blending technical boxing with calculated risk, rather than overwhelming opponents with sheer aggression. Martinez relies on timing, precision, and well-placed power shots to systematically break opponents down. Christian Mbilli is a pressure brawler defined by his aggressive, grinding style that combines a swarming offense with a high-volume, power-punching output. A true warhorse with superior conditioning, he charges forward behind a peekaboo guard, staying compact with his head tucked, constantly changing levels as he drives his relentless attack. Mbilli is a suffocating presence in the ring, drowning opponents with volume and forcing exchanges at a punishing tempo. He hammers away with ruthless hooks, battering head, body, and guard with equal ferocity, spreading defenses thin and exploiting openings with sharp, compact hooks. His combinations are brutal and systematic, attacking at angles to pierce the center line, making them difficult to fight off. With the knockout ratio exceeding 80%, Mbilli has proven himself not only as a relentless finisher, but also as a durable, adaptable fighter capable of wearing down an overwhelming top-tier opposition. From the opening bell, Mbilli wasted no time taking the fight straight to Martinez. Within moments, the bout descended into trench warfare.
When he throws the left hand, and his right hand comes back over to the left hook.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Strength. Martinez slipping off the ropes. You can see with an intention to spin Mbilli onto the ropes.
Mbilli draws forward, hit press against Martinez's chest, ripping bursts of punches to both head and body, grinding away with hammering punches.
Martinez, the more technical guy, under a minute to go around.
Martinez refuses to yield. He plants his feet, digs in, and claws for every inch of space to unload his own power. It's a battle of attrition where conditioning eclipses finesse, and every exchange becomes a test of will. Mbilli fires furious bursts of combinations, forcing Martinez to shell up. But the second he pauses to recover, Martinez fires back with blistering combinations of his own. The rhythm is brutal. Attack, recover, counter. Two men locked in a back-and-forth struggle, neither willing to give ground. Every inch of canvas is contested, every punch thrown with the weight of survival. This is no chess match. This is trench warfare. A grinding, punishing fight of endurance where only the strongest emerges from the trenches.
Brandon Adams Sergey Boachuk in this kind of fight, and I thought that one was going to be...
Is that what we get in these kind of fights tonight?
Of course. Listen, you think it hurts to be incentivized?
When it comes to aggression, Mbilli is vicious. His pressure is uncompromising, forcing Martinez to fight for every inch of space to garner even the slightest breathing room.
Defensive responsibility there by Martinez.
Ooh, good left.
Martinez must push back, and if he can't, he's at the mercy of Mbilli's raw power.
The moments, and these are the sequences you want to have. Lester back to the corner, trying to recover.
While Mbilli's defense is far from world class, his pressure appears straightforward, but then there are nuances in how he closes distance. Behind his tight high guard are constant level changes, creating a moving target with built-in protection.
At least that small thing and make that small.
Right, get home as psychologically as he can.
The 3 piece from Mbilli right there. Yes, it was.
It's not overly complex, but it does the trick, especially given Mbilli's bulldozer-like build and iron chin.
Factor to give a guy around when they're this close.
Big left hand from Mbilli.
Head in the body, and every time Martinez has a moment, Mbilli comes back and he has another.
His mission is simple: smother and maneuver just enough so that when one of Martinez's punches miss the mark, Mbilli is already on the inside.
All the points on this guy.
The perception now is Mbilli pulling him backwards. He should get the angle.
Once his feet are set, he lets loose the cannons, digging to the body before finishing up top.
That can end the night is the tempo.
Yeah, there's a lot of ways to get the job done. You put
So Martinez try to throw it to the heart.
Few fighters generate power as efficiently in close quarters as Mbilli, where both struggle to find leverage.
headshots and Sports Center top 10, but that's really where you earn your money.
His punch mechanics are tight and compact.
Lester Martinez is waiting for Mbilli to slow down, but he's not. He keeps throwing short.
By squaring up and pressing his head against Martinez, Mbilli positions himself to turn his hips without the need to load up. This allows him to rip short-threading shots that pierces right through Martinez's guard.
But just as much as Mbilli gets, he gives. That's conditioning, that's skill, but more importantly, that's...
The fight was a blue-collar grind. Give some to take some, while never letting the foot off the gas. You either kept up or fell to behind. There was no downtime for recovery, let alone enough to think. Conditioning was everything, as every punch was only as effective as the gas that fueled it. It was survival through suffering, where the threshold of pain defined the balance of control. Mbilli charged forward like a raging bull, while Martinez dug in to lock horns. The key battle was for space. Knowing Mbilli would press straight ahead, Martinez used subtle steps to carve out just enough space to extend his shots. Pivot here for the right hook,
against the ropes, but it's hard for him to get Mbilli.
or a step back there to walk Mbilli into the right hand. In the confined pocket, the slightest angle change, a subtle step was enough to create separation to tax Mbilli for entering the pocket.
But I just don't think he's gonna listen.
Or for one of these later on tonight.
You have to concede that.
Body shot from Mbilli. Good return connection by Martinez.
Mbilli showed little variety in how he closed the distance. His tight guard and level changes were effective against most, but they left him vulnerable to the uppercut. With his head dipping low, Martinez met him with a punch again and again, never hesitating to pull the trigger. Each time the uppercut split Mbilli's guard, the collision of the fist and head amplified the damage. Mbilli simply had no answer, and Martinez exploited the pattern throughout the fight.
Times it tells a different story. It just seemed to me that he was unsteady on his feet, and his feet were close together and unbalanced, right?
Inside the pocket, Martinez was the craftier fighter. He had more tools at his disposal, more intention behind his movements, and a sharper sense of timing. Setting traps against Mbilli's predictable rhythm, letting him throw wide to punish him with catching counters, baiting the bully in to open up, then timing him between punches. While both men endured heavy shots in the blender, Martinez's skill set was much more diverse, and it showed in the exchanges.
Another good exchange. It's almost like it's Groundhog Day with these replays. We're seeing the same.
In a back-and-forth battle, Few were surprised when the fight ended in a draw. Mbilli, the aggressor, fought in a straightforward manner, pressing forward and landing punches that many felt carried more weight. On the other hand, Martinez showcased greater variety, creating space and finding openings, though many believe his shots lacked the same visible impact as Mbilli's. However, top and box numbers painted a very different picture. Martinez not only outthrew Mbilli by 193 punches, but he also outlanded him by a staggering 139 total shots. He outjabbed Mbilli by 55 and even threw 85 more power punches. And even landed 85 more power punches. Efficiency was also on Martinez's side. While Mbilli landed at 34.7% clip, Martinez connected at an impressive 42%, including a remarkable 49% of his power punches. By the end of the fight, Martinez clearly closed out the fight stronger. Beyond the numbers, the fight was pure entertainment, arguably stealing the spotlight for an undercard of a generational main event. With the result unresolved, there's no better option than to run it back and let these two bulls lock horns again. At this stage, Mbilli has shown little evolution of his style between fights, relying heavily on conditioning and relentless pressure. Martinez, by contrast, displayed greater diversity and adaptability in his boxing, even showcasing his conditioning and chin against a top-tier opponent. If a rematch happens, the edge has to go to Martinez. I say run it back and may the best man win.